Hi you guys, I am Jacqueline Sheets and this is OhSheets. Like and subscribe. I post videos every Wednesday. That's my New Year's resolution. I started this channel in 2019 and I think I posted, honestly we posted close to every Wednesday, but it kind of got rough there till towards the end once we were getting married and everything. But this year we're really trying to focus on putting out a video every Wednesday, and for the majority of the beginning it's going to be a lot of wedding content, honeymoon type travel content, and then throughout the year, I don't know, we're gonna do another international trip probably, and all sorts of random things in between. I love grocery hauls, all sorts of stuff, so I'm really a lifestyle type channel. If you guys are new here, that's kind of backstory behind me. But let's get started on today's video, and it's wedding themed, so get in your bridal vibes. And I'm actually back in my like childhood room right now, so that's why the scenery might look a little different. You can actually see my wedding thank yous in the background. I'm working on them. A tip, pro tip, little bride tip, here's a freebie for you. When you have all your thank yous and your presents open and you're ready to go, get started, just make a goal of doing 5 to 10 a day. So I started out just doing 5 a day, and now I'm trying to get them done a little faster, so I'm doing 7 a day. But if you just do 5 a day, it's really good. I'm actually doing all of them. My husband kind of starts his busy time at work right now, and so I was like, you know what, I'm kind of on a break right now, so I will do them, and that's what I'm doing. So I just do 5 a day, and it is a lot easier than sitting down. I mean, you couldn't even write all of them in one day unless you had like 2, but handwriting hurts. So that's my little tip, break it up, because I know people don't expect you to get them out right away. I mean, I think a good time frame on that would be try to get them out. Like, I don't think people expect them any earlier than a month. So like, I think you have about 1 to 3, 4-ish months. I'd say 1 to 3 if you're being really good, and 4 if you need a little bit more time. But 1 to 3 months, I say, is a pretty good amount of time. So, but better is always later, better than never. What is that saying? I don't know. You guys can get it. But what? Better late than never. Thank you, Joni. My sister's in the bathroom. Okay, but let's get started on today's video, because that was nothing to do with today's video. Today's video, I'm talking about the top 3 tips for brides, like as far as what you need at your wedding. So top 3 like wedding items. Does that make sense? Or wedding must-haves. So top 3, okay? I try to keep it easy, concise for you guys. So the first one would be a wedding planner. And I have a list down here. There's only 3, but the first one is the wedding planner, okay? Like, this is definitely, I think it's becoming more of a thing, but it's definitely kind of at least where I'm from a small town, and if you get married here, you probably don't need a wedding planner, just because you don't have a ton of options, and it's pretty easy to control kind of everything. But definitely once you get married in a city, or honestly even here, I would say like a wedding planner is so helpful, okay? Like, I am very organized. I had my little like wedding book thing, you know, all organized out, but it's, no matter how organized you are not gonna want to be like this, like, you're not gonna want to be organized on the day of. You are gonna be organized, but you don't want to be the one doing it. So it's really key the day of. So there's a lot of packages where you can just do a day of planner, and I would 100% suggest that. We did an instance where we had our planner for like 4 or 5 meetings throughout my engagement, and then the day of. So that was super helpful. I 100% recommend it. I remember asking a friend of mine who is kind of opposite of me, just very carefree, not as organized, and she said her one regret was not having a wedding planner, and I was so shocked hearing that from her. So I was like, okay, I have to have one. And let me just tell you, like, the day of, it was so nice. I was not stressful. Actually, like, starting the Thursday before my wedding, I was not stressful. I was just like ready to just do it. And you know, the wedding day is a lot of like not choreographed, but just planned events. But it was so nice having somebody that like would do all that for me, like direct me to where I needed to go and whatnot. So like 10 out of 10 recommend, like, cut something else out of your budget to get the wedding planner, because it's so nice. I mean, a lot of times people think, oh, I'll have my aunt do this or whatever. And that's great if they will, and I'm sure they would love to help, but it's so nice for nobody to have to do anything. And even like my mom could totally relax. Like, it was just so nice, and I 100% recommend that. Like, cut something else out of your budget just to get that, because it's so worth it. And I think you can also tell weddings that have a planner versus don't. There's a better flow. So 100% recommend. And my wedding planner was Pretty and Planned out of Kansas City. Stephanie, she's amazing. Stephanie, hi, if you're watching this, thank you so much. Like, so amazing. So yeah, I would recommend that. And seriously, wedding planners are amazing. Like, they're amazing. They go so above and beyond. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, Wes's favorite thing about the whole night, what he keeps talking about, is that he always had a drink in his hand or like on his table full of, you know, it was like he drinks whiskey, so he always had a glass of that ready to go, and that was all thanks to Stephanie. So like, just the little things, it's so nice. So wedding planner, number one. Sorry, I could talk about that one forever because seriously, so amazing. So if you have any questions about like if it's worth it, which I just told you it was, but like you need more, you know, more convincing, DM me. Okay, the next one, the photographer. Okay, and obviously you're gonna have a photographer. Most people have a photographer, but I just didn't realize how important a good photographer and one that you really like is, because wow, like, you spend a lot of time with them. They're really there through your whole day with you, and through like intimate moments that nobody else is. It's like you, your husband, or your future husband, and your photographers. It's so intimate, and you really just, like, we met with our photographer twice before our wedding, which I think I recommend like meeting with your photographer at least once so you can kind of chat and everything, and just face to face is really good too. So we met with him twice, and like, honestly, we just felt like we were friends by the end. Like, he's so nice. He was so great. It was Waldron Photography out of Kansas City. 10 out of 10 recommend, like, oh my gosh. And yeah, we just like really felt like we were buds by the end. And like, he was like literally the last person I said goodbye to at the end of the night, because we were getting into our getaway car, and I was like, did you get everything? He's like, yep, you guys are good. And I was like, thank you. So I don't know, like, I really am glad I splurged on that and got a great one, because it was just so worth it. And then after your wedding, as a bride and as a groom, you miss out on a lot of parts that you don't realize you miss out on, like the cocktail hour, and just like, I don't know, just events that you, like, I didn't get to see my bridesmaids walk down the aisle, so it was so good having all those pictures to see that. So I think a good photographer is amazing, and I would splurge on that, or at least make it somebody that you truly like to spend time with, because they're there for all those special moments. So that's my second one. Not a surprise, but just like, I never thought of it in that way, I guess. And then my last one kind of could go in with photographer, but it's a videographer. And it's almost for the same reason as having a good photographer, but I didn't bond as much with my videographer, but like, I'm just so excited to see a video of it now. So I have the pictures, and I'm so excited to have great pictures, but I'm excited to see the video. And I actually have not got my video back yet. I'm so excited. We did Glenwood Film. I think it's Glenwood Film. Yes, out of Kansas City. And they were so great. Like, you didn't even know they were there, honestly, which is awesome. You definitely know your like photographers there because he kind of posed you, but the videographer, it's so nice when like they just kind of blended in. I don't know, it was like I literally didn't even know they were hardly there. So I'm so excited. I about didn't get a videographer because I feel like videos right now are so trendy, and like posting it, and it just doesn't feel as intimate to me, but I'm so glad I got one. And like, yeah, the day after I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness I got a videographer so I can see all of this again, because again, you just miss stuff. I have never even been a bridesmaid, so I really never, all I remember is being a guest at a wedding. So it was really weird not being in that position this time around, and it's you only do this once, hopefully. So I just had no idea what to expect, and so I'm so glad I have the videographer to capture that video piece of it. And I think we just did like a highlight video and a longer 8-10 minute video, so I'm excited to see both. I think like either one would be great. I know you can also like videotape the ceremony and everything, but like, I don't know, I don't really want to watch my ceremony. I'm good. I think my mom videotaped hers. Has she ever watched it? No. But, so you probably don't need the whole thing. You don't need the whole package. I know there's so many things now. There's like drone footage, all this. I would say that's kind of unnecessary, honestly. We didn't get it, but like, whatever. So just a basic package for that is awesome. And I've even heard of some people using kind of more amateur videographers, and I would say if you get a good photographer, yeah, like if you have an amateur videographer, that's fine. Like, I mean, look at me vlogging. Like, even if like somebody vlogged it, I would still be like happy to see some of those moments. So I'd still say splurge more on the photographer than the videographer, but I now know how important the videographer is as well. So those are my top 3 things. I don't know if those shock some of you. Some people might think like flowers are important or venues are important, and all those are too, but these were my top 3 on what I would spend money on for sure, because those are really something for you. You know, food's important as well, drinks are important as well. That was important for me because I feel like I've been to some weddings where, like, I don't know, I was so hungry afterwards, and then weddings with a cash bar. I understand, but I also don't, because I don't know, I could go on forever. But I don't know, those things like aren't as important to the bride, I feel like, but these photographer, planner, videographer were like so important to me, and I look back and I was like 10 times over I would pay for them again. So yeah, I don't know, sorry I went off on a rant there, but yeah, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. There's probably some other wedding videos posted on my channel, so go check those out. I don't know where I pointed to, wherever. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys again later, next week, whenever, or you know, on the next video if you watch another one. So okay, thank you guys, good night, bye, or good morning, whatever you guys are doing. Okay, bye.